Hello, it's the happy homemaker here. And you're probably going to say to yourself, what is she up to now? Today, we're going to go on a travel adventure. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, I'll never get to travel again. Do not be that way. Keep the faith. We will travel. And I'm going to share some of the wonderful places I've been. And I would recommend that when we're done, you think about all the wonderful places that you've seen and the adventures you've had. The first one is, I was in my 20s and I went over to England and I was biking in England, Ireland, and Scotland, and that's at Hyde Park. And I might have been in my 20s, but maybe it was a foreshadowing. Of course, I went to visit William Shakespeare in the Globe Theater, and I went to his house. What's a trip to England if not to see Shakespeare? Okay, this is from my Bashert. This is my husband, Richard, and you say, well, what's he hugging a teddy bear for? Easy. This is California when we first got married, and unfortunately, we got really sick on our honeymoon. Wasn't that much fun because we didn't feel well, bad throats, so we stayed in bed and just healed. Watch your thoughts. Okay, I'm really blessed. My friend Lori is a travel agent. She took me to Jamaica. She actually took me to Jamaica twice. And if you look down in the bottom of this picture, it says, Giving Up on Perfect Attendance, Jamaica 2005. The school that I was in at that time used to give certificates for perfect attendance. And guess what? I didn't get one that year. This picture, which is a little blurry, is actually fog on the beach. And if you want to get a treat, go to the beach in the off season. You can't see the ocean from where you are, but it's there. And then in the right season, take yourself to Coney Island. Usually once a year I bike over to Coney Island because I love it. Again, my friend Lori, she blessed me with a trip to Vermont and skiing. And this is Uncle Alan. We used to do bicycle trips. And on this trip, my friend Chris and I would get this together. I don't know how many people would do them. This particular trip, we went down to the Pennsylvania Dutch country. Over here is Margate, our good friend Kathy, and before Kathy and Michael would always invite us to Margate every summer, and this is the July 4th fireworks on the beach. Okay, ciao. Look at that. Tamara Michelle Litt was studying abroad, and we got to Italy. And of course, Tamara was up in New Paltz, so we used to go to New Paltz all the time. And I used to live down in Washington, D.C., and a real good friend of mine was a speechwriter who at one point worked for Nixon in the White House. And Richard and I traveled to Philadelphia on many occasions. We see baseball games, we go to museums, and this is from an exhibit that we saw when we were there. And over here is all from my daughter Danielle. This is a photo I took in Svat, unbelievably magic city. And these are souvenirs of our trips to Israel. The thing about going to Israel is now we have a daughter who lives there, and we go all the time because she's married. And we are blessed also with having a granddaughter. This is an old picture of little Ayabadiah, and a grandson. So that's today's travelogue. I hope as you move through life, you enriched it by traveling. And like I said, do not give up the faith. We will do this again. That's all for now.